And this week, I challenged Joe to find a amp that does everything. So I want effects, I want a great clean sound, a great like overdriven sound. Basically, I want an amp that can cover me in the studio, live, all in my bedroom. I want an amp that can do everything.
Challenge Joe!
So this week I have to find an amplifier that can do everything, which should be pretty straightforward because there are tons of profiling and modeling amps out and about at the moment. I'm just going to have a look and see which ones have the most features. So the Kemper profiling amp is a fantastic option because it pretty much does absolutely everything. But it is very complicated and you do have to program in a lot of things, and it is a ton of money. So I think this is a wonderful solution, and I absolutely love the Kemper profiling amp, but I don't know if it's the right solution for everyone. So the Fender Mustang GT series is a great solution for an amplifier that does everything. It's got tons of built-in effects, it's got loads of different amp models, and it comes in a range of sizes. You've got the 40, the 100, the 200. That's all really great. So another great all-round solution is the Roland Blues Cube. I really like these amps because they're solid state, so they're super reliable. They sound great, they've got loads of different options on them, but they don't have any built-in effects, so I don't know if it constitutes as an amp that does everything.
So, what did you pick?
So there are loads of things at the moment that are super versatile, that can do everything, but the thing that I wanted to take into consideration as well is price, because I think a lot of the amps that are an ultimate solution price themselves at a point where only musicians at a certain level are going to buy them. And I think there is one product where I think the company themselves didn't realise how good the product was when they released it, and I still think they're too cheap for what they are, for how brilliant they are. I think they could have been double the price and they would have still been great. I am of course talking about the Boss Katana. So this is the Boss Katana 100, which is the amplifier I've chosen for this. They do a 50, they do a head, and the 100 comes available in the 112, which is what I've chosen, and the 212. The reason I've chosen the 112 is because I think it's just a bit more portable, and I think if you want an amp that does everything, then I think that's a part of it. Like, an amp that does everything is also an amp for everyone, and I think a lot of people don't either have the room or the back to cart around a larger amplifier. This is a small 100-watt amplifier with built-in effects, drives, modulations, reverbs, delays, octaves, everything that we know Boss has to offer. And then you've got attenuation. You can run this at like half a watt, 50 watts or 100 watts, so it's suitable in a bedroom, at a small gig, at a big gig. Then you've got things like USB out, so you can edit all the effects on a computer, which I think is super cool. And also there's loads of really good amps on there. Anyway, it's a solid state amp, but you can run it clean, you can run it crunch, lead, brown, so there's all those different channels, so there's something for everyone there. And you can even run acoustic. You can turn this into an acoustic amp. It has an acoustic option, so you can just plug an acoustic straight in and it will be voiced appropriately for that. I just think these amps are incredible for the money.
I agree. I mean, this is probably the one I would have picked as well, because we have our custom.
Yeah, we have the Katana.
Can you grab that? Because I want to just mention this quickly, because we've had a few comments on our videos about this amp and where people can get the red and yellow one. And this is the one I use a lot in videos. And what was it? Did they do this specially for us?
Yeah, they did it specially for the 25th anniversary of GAK. So yeah, they got it retolexed in GAK colours for us.
And that's why it is red and yellow. But this is the 50?
Yeah, that's
the
50.
50. And I use this all the time. And as you said, you've got all these like clean crunch Brown, or like the acoustic setting as well, as you said.
Yeah, exactly. We use that for virtually every guitar recording.
Can do everything.
Yeah, and we have access to every amp that GAK sells. So we could go and get a Kemper. We could go and get a Mesa Boogie, or like something high end from Fender. But instead, a lot of the time, we're using that. Well, let's give this a listen and see what it sounds like.